Hi, this is Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. My name is Tails Fyraga, and I've never played this game before. So, let's give it a shot. I wanted to do some of the Castlevanias that I had never done. Specifically the Igavania games on the DS, because I never touched any of the DS ones. So I figure, let's do a start heal. Here, rather. I'm going to go with fails, because I was failing to come up with a good intro here. And let's draw ourselves an emblem. I did do a little bit of testing around to see, like, just doing this, and on a failed recording I found out that you can do making an emblem. So let's make ourselves a, let's see, a cool bicycle. Yeah, that looks cool. Look at that sick bike. Hell yeah. Alright. Alright. 1944. The world is in chaos. The Second World War has claimed millions of lives, leveled cities, destroyed nations. The souls of the war's dead blanket the planet, lost, hurt, and angry. Their anguish summons an accursed castle of legend. It has appeared many times throughout history, bringing with it evil and darkness. The castle of Dracula, the Lord of Darkness. It arrives in mankind's darkest hour to push us over the brink into ruin. So this takes place in 1944. I thought this took place, like, before World War II, but it took place, like, near the end of it. We got this guy, this mushroom-headed bollock here. That whip, there's no mistaking it. You're Jonathan Morris. Good eye. And you are? Ah, forgive me. I am Vincent Doran. By order of the church, I have been awaiting you. To think that the master of the legendary vampire killer would come here. A blessing indeed. Too bad he can't actually use it. Charlotte, can't you even pretend to play along for once? Well, that's the truth, isn't it? You can't lie to a priest. What? Are you suggesting that whip is a fake, then? She's right. I can't use the vampire killer. This whip wasn't originally within my family. You've heard of the Belmont family, haven't you? Why, of course I have. They've used that whip for generations to destroy Dracula. And that family is related to the Morris family by blood. Been doing your research, huh? Unfortunately, the fact is, we're not the true successors. But hey, no problemo. I've won every battle till now without the whip, not one loss. Not only that, I'm here too. I'm here too! Yes, I was wondering about that. You are... well, excuse me, if you're from the church, then remember this. I am Charlotte Allin. Charlotte? I've heard that name before. And Jonathan. Charlotte. Oh! You must be the great magician everyone's been talking about. Great, you say? Unbelievable. To think that she was a mere child. Oh, well, I mean, such a lovely young lady. You heard that, Jonathan? He called me lovely. So, anyway, Vincent, you had some business with me? Oh, yes, I do. I have an order to assist you in your quest. I brought potions with me, but, well, what? It's a matter of economics. You want us to pay you, right? Well, if you insist. Sure, no problemo. I think we can take care of that. You can take care of that. But more importantly, the castle. Is that really Dracula's castle? No one has seen Dracula thus far. However, the church insists that that is indeed Dracula's castle. No doubt about it. This castle is pulsing with dark magical power. Can't imagine it's anything but the castle of Lord Dracula that I studied in the books. Sounds like fun. Come on, better get going then. Charlotte? Right with you. Be careful. I'll search for a safe place. I'll meet you inside. Farewell. Alright. So we've got our stats listed there and everything. I didn't realize the DS was a 3-screened system. But I can, of course, bring up things as well, like changing our weapons and armor. I guess that's just to show us, like, the map at all times, because you can switch the screen with select, too, I just figured out. And that was a cool screen. Alright, so I'm assuming... Oh, switch main player character with X. Oh, we got this. Hang on. I had to do it at least once. Alright, and there's also... Call partner with A, press again to send partner away. Maybe if there were two of us... Hey. So of course we have a little bit of tag team action going on here. So this was a Castlevania game I was actually pretty interested in when it came out. Because Nintendo Power ran like an article on it, and actually had advertising as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I was mostly interested because Charlotte was cute. Tome of Arms 1. Is that an equipable item, or... It is. Encyclopedia of Weaponry, Volume 1 of 3. I'll equip it. So let's see, how does she fight? So she attacks using, like, a sword from her tome. And I guess the different tomes also have, like, different effects as well. So if I bring up the encyclopedia... Yeah, no, she just smacks people with a book. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind. I'll probably be playing mostly as Jonathan, actually, just because he plays, like, standard Castlevania man, but whenever I need to switch to Charlotte, I will. And we got a short sword, which is probably for Jonathan. Alright, increases our attack, but it's probably going to change how we attack. Yeah, that sword is short indeed. So already, right off the bat, we've got like a bunch of options to use. Stick with the defaults for now, but I'll fiddle around with things too and see what I'm comfortable with. So one of the things I am noticing right off the bat is... Oh, is that a save point? That is this early, wow. I mean, I guess it's not that far in, but... I don't know, it feels like the first room of the actual castle and we're already getting a save point. Mainly all the other, like the Game Boy Advance ones, didn't go that far. Alright. Yep, that can be broken. I'm liking the sprite rotation and the effects in this game, though. I'm not liking that, though. I'm gonna get out of that thing's way. The short sword might actually be better in this situation just because it probably attacks faster. Although that thing hasn't caught up yet. And we can attack two things at once. I think it's catching up. I think it's catching up quite well. You ain't got no body to rely on. You got some worms, though. They pay me in worms. Inside... Oh, that looks... Knife. Throwing knife used by hunters. Okay, so we've got sub-weapons now. So I can... Yeah. Oh, we throw two of them. Does it change effect when Charlotte does it? So Charlotte doesn't have the sub-weapons. She probably instead uses like a bunch of different spells. I don't think we can get that yet, because my jump isn't reaching, and Charlotte isn't doing much better. Ooh, look at this skeleton dancing. Look at that bony boy. Dude loves me some skeletons. Oh, and we get backdash from the beginning, too. I probably should be focused, like, messing around with the shoulder buttons, too. And she can also backdash, okay. We get one of these. Weight cube. Call upon partner with down an A to have the partner stand still on the spot. So if you stay there... I see. So I can push this over here. And... I get it. Alright. I'm getting bodied by the first puzzle, but it's fine. Oop, don't need to break it, but I do need to push it. And then I can swap to Charlotte. And Jonathan, you alright there? You wanna tell me something? Just jumping for joy there? Alright, he'll catch up. Raging fire, fire a burst of flame. Okay, well that's what she starts with in Vampire Survivors. So that's probably... yeah, sub-weapon. Alright. It has like a cast bar to it, so you can... okay, so you can do a charged version if you stand still. So Jonathan is all about like shooting projectiles with the sub-weapons, but also I should probably get Charlotte out of here because she's going to take a lot of damage. There we go. We're hurting a little bit already, but I wasn't prepared for that room. This is a head guard. So that's going to be item for you. But can I equip it to both characters, actually? Hang on. Okay, no. So characters do have specific items that they can equip. So head guard is going to be nice for you. Jonathan does seem like our tank. And you... are you a warp room already? No shot. Like, that looks like a very warp room menu. You can even bring the cursor here with the right stick. Like, that looks warp room-ish, but... we should get the cursor out of the way there. Oh no, it's just gonna stay there for a while, isn't it? Oop. Huh. Something's here? It's not human. A monster? No, wait. I sense no evil from him. Ah, you can sense my presence. Who are you? A ghost, as you can see. Ghosts have no need for names. Incredible. He managed to stay sane despite the castle's evil influence. How is it possible? I don't know about you, but he sure seems shady to me. Think what you will. It's your choice. However, can you truly destroy me with a whip you can't even use? Only one way to find out. Wait, hold on. How do you know he can't use the vampire killer? Huh? I find it very odd to find a ghost not controlled by the power of Dracula's castle. Smart girl compared to this foolish boy. Just before I died, I cast a magic barrier on myself, binding my soul to this place. I'm free from the castle's control, but I'm trapped here. But a paranormal entity like you can easily be affected by magic. Casting a barrier that repels the castle's power is impossible even for me. Just who are you? My name is meaningless, but I suppose you need to call me something. Very well. Call me Wind. Mr. Wind. Just Wind is fine. Alright, Wind. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear him? He's trapped here, remember? I understand that. But if he truly has this much power, he could use other methods besides just binding his spirit here. My. You really are a bright little girl, aren't you? Stop treating me like a child. My name is Charlotte. Okay, got it. And who's this kid? Who you calling a kid? It's Jonathan. Jonathan Morris. The reason I'm here, simply put, is regret. I will not rest until the lord of this castle is vanquished. I thought I would lend assistance to those who might defeat him. But if you can't move from here, how could you help us? In spirit form, I am able to grant items and techniques I once possessed in life. I think they'll be of great help to you. In that case, please help us. No, I've been able to do fine without any of his help so far, so why don't you just... Right, so far. But this is Dracula's castle. Even if you could use that whip, we would still be in great danger. Don't you remember your father? Enough about my father. A dead man who leaves me fulfill his destiny. Forget it. Sorry, but still... No, wait, I'm sorry. Guess I got a bit carried away. You might be right, Charlotte. Wind, perhaps we could use her help. Would you help us? If you can complete the tasks I give, only then will I help you. Alright, the priest should have some useful things for you in the next room. Get the potion and map.
This is your training.
Alright, deal. Let's go, Charlotte. Alright, so we've got like a mission system here. So if we can find ourselves the next room, which is probably not this one. Yeah, it looks like we can't even jump in there. Alright, let's drop down and... oh, we're back here. Okay, I guess maybe we need to go up. Jonathan wants his uppies. We can go up from here. Nope, this is not a safe room, though. I can already tell that this is probably going to be a bit harder than... Charlotte, I need you to not be here, actually. There we go. I need to unsummon you. Book of Spirits. Display the name of enemies when you attack them. Alright, that seems like a pretty standard thing, but I guess you also have to unlock it in some of the other games, too. Actually, you don't have to unlock it in the Game Boy Advance ones. Looks like I can't slide. And Charlotte can't really slide or crawl or anything. So I think we need to find a way in there. Well, let's go down to the save room anyway. Maybe I should equip the more powerful weapon on Jonathan. So we need to find a way to where the priest was. Looking at the map, doesn't seem like there's too many ways for us to go. Up didn't get us anything, but maybe up will get us something in the other room? Does look like that. Well, maybe I will give Charlotte a try. Oh, she's got short range. But fire does do pretty good damage, honestly. That seemed fairly powerful. No, we can't get up there yet. But it looks like there's two other entranceways we could have gone. Let's destroy this, since we don't need it. And we got a level up. It even does the wiggly text. Oh, it loves me the wiggly text. Can't go there. But there was this area that we... oh, this is another save point. I'm a fucking blind idiot. Oh my god. I just realized what he meant by the next room. Well, we can avoid these Squidward zombies here. Trying to be like handsome Squidward. Jump over you. You know how the axe armors work. Been through this song and dance before. Now they're accustomed to how they work in this game. I didn't even notice. That looked like a wall behind him, and yet somehow I didn't even piece together. I can just move forward. Oh, well, welcome back. So you're selling your potions here? There aren't many now, but my stock will increase little by little. For a price, right? Yes, I'm afraid so, Master Jonathan. Don't try anything shifty, and don't even try to lie. Still, it is true that rural churches are short on money, or so they say. Thank you, you're lifesavers. Anyway, please take a look. Alright, what can I do for you? You've got a map that we need to buy. So let's buy Castle Map 1. A book so frightening, the words ran away, leaving it blank. So we can see all these different items we can get. But we can't really see, like... oh no, you can see the comparison between them, so... we don't have anything here that can upgrade our attack power. And those potions are pretty expensive right now. Well, we can buy something to upgrade Charlotte's defense a little bit. Master Ring. Increase the mastery received. I don't know what that is yet. Oh, and techniques. So we've got Shuriken, Dart, Rock Riot. Those techniques are very tempting.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna rock with what we have right now. But I will note that for the future. Alright, Wind. If you can complete the tasks I give, only then will I help you.
Excellent.
Alright. And he gave us a lizard tail. Oh, the lizard tail allows us to slide. Alright. Now you should be able to advance deeper into the castle. If you complete the tasks I give you, I shall teach you even more, including magic skills. Master them, and I might entrust you with some items from my past. Sounds good to me. Oh, one more thing. Regarding this castle's lord. You mean Dracula, right? I've heard books about him, or read books about him. I've heard of books about him. Dracula isn't this castle's lord. What do you mean? Isn't this place named Dracula's Castle? It is indeed Dracula's castle. However, the castle's lord is a vampire by the name of Bronner. I've heard nothing about him. As one would expect, his identity has been kept secret for years after all. He infuses magic into paintings to increase his power. You will undoubtedly come across his paintings in this castle. Search for these paintings. He's using the paintings to make the castle's power his, isn't he? Still, we won't have to face Dracula. That's good news, right? Be careful. His power grows stronger by the minute. No problemo. We will get you the revenge you've been waiting for. That's a promise. Trust us. Jonathan might seem unreliable, but he'd never break a promise. That's reassuring. Very well. Best of luck to you. Alright then, let's go find those paintings. Alright, we've got some time. There's no real, need to end the episode off here yet. Alright, so now we got our slide permanent upgrade there, and hey, it's a painting. This painting, its power is incredible. Look at how wiggly it is. Must be one of those paintings. Without a doubt. I've got it. Care to share? This painting's function. Bronner is using it to control the power of the castle. Well then, let's hurry up and rip it to shreds. Impossible. Anything we do will be pointless. From what I can tell, based on the theory of curse amplification, this picture is a multi-layer pseudo-space barrier. A kind of paranormal phenomenon. Okay. And what's that mean in human language? In short, think of it as a series of walls that surround the magic controlling Dracula's castle. The painting itself is just the outermost wall. As soon as you break it, it'll regenerate. It's unbreakable. How convenient. So now what? I'll sync up on my magic with the painting so we can enter it. That'll be the best way to seal the castle's magic away. The risk is quite high, though. No problemo. You're gonna say that a lot, aren't you? Come on, what do we have to lose? Okay then, here we go. Alright, and we enter Babam Battlefield. So we're in the painting now? Here, the vision of the artist is fully realized, literally. Alright, we've got ourselves the crux of the gameplay here. The City of Haze. And that shows us, I guess, okay, this might not be a warp room, that might just be a map, or it might be like fast travel within the areas itself. So we might find like another thing for us to do in here. And look at that 3D. Oh, hell yeah, the Death Mask. Actually, in that forever floundering RPG Maker project I've got going on, I actually based one of the enemy's sprites off of this mask. Because it just looks super neat. But I also can't help but notice that we're not doing much in the way of damage to it. Maybe a magic spell might do? There we go. Raging Fire does a lot of damage. doesn't look like we lost that much health. Alright, Clover Tiara. That sounds like a Charlotte item. And it is defense up and mind up. So I don't know what the stats do in this game. I know they changed the stats up a little bit from game to game. If this was Arya, I'd know what all the stats do, but sadly this isn't, so I don't. I actually did have the plan of revisiting Aria of Sorrow at some point, just because I don't like how my previous Let's Play of the game turned out. Because a lot of the footage got corrupted when I played it last. And it's like, I want to do it with better footage and more, you know, knowledge of the game and whatnot. And I did some test recordings, and I got good luck on them. My commentary was kind of dog shit, so if I do actually do another set of recordings, who knows? Look at all this meat. And we got a Curdle. You seem like a dress. You are a dress. A dress of defense. I think Jonathan should also be allowed to wear it, but yeah, it's just me. So it does seem like the two characters have a few distinctions in their playstyles, at least. And hey, that seems like a Jonathan item. And it is. Increases your defense. So it's probably going to be a case of, like, Jonathan is going to be the easier character to use, since he's standard Castlevania Castlevania man. But Charlotte is going to be, like, higher risk, higher reward. She's probably going to be able to do a lot of damage with her spells, but using the spells is probably not going to be easy. Ooh, you seem like a big boy. And you do a lot of big boy damage, I've noticed. But maybe I can do some big girl damage with Raging Fire. So I can get a little bit of distance from an enemy and then try to burn them to death. White Corsage. You are an accessory. Are you a both accessory? Okay, no, you are a Charlotte exclusive accessory. And that's going to increase our defense just a little bit more. And hey, a nice little save room. There we go. I do like how it displays all the data there on the one screen, and it shows you the map on the other. I assume those were like separate screens on the other corset. That's another thing for you. It's going to decrease our intelligence, but it's going to increase our defense. I think defense right now is more important in the grand scheme of things. Oh, and you can't cast spells while you're in midair. So Raging Fire is good, but we might need to get some other spells in the future. Ooh! Hello! Oh, he's even saying, like, I love you. Unfortunately, I don't. I wonder how he reacts to Jonathan. He probably, like, starts fighting Jonathan. I do want to see that. These two. The Blowjob brothers here. Go on and shoot your magic darts. I played a little bit of Toho before. And kill them both. Okay, so now I've got a little bit of knowledge on how to do things. We are armed with knowledge. We got them big ol' arms of knowledge. Sure, somebody in one of the various art communities I'm in is probably going to draw Charlotte with big ol' arms. Claymore. That definitely sounds like a Jonathan thing. A large Scottish blade. Ooh, it is big, but it is slow. It is an overhead swinging weapon. And it's got a sick animation. Does a pretty good chunk of damage. Kills axe armors in 3 hits. Sandals. We got a lot of different items we can equip here, too. A lot of different equipment slots. There we go, Mini Devil. I'm so used to trying to kill enemies for souls as well. I'm sure they have, like, important drops for later on and whatnot. But nothing in the way of souls. There we go. If I short hop, I can basically do, like, Link dash attacks. Probably would have been a good idea for a big piercing weapon if I had one. Hobo's clothes is an item drop from these guys? Alright. You do you, Konami. Speaking of you do you. Kill that jellyfish. It ain't doing anything. Just a mass of nerves. Hello, do you have anything for me? Oh, you do. You have a sword for me. Well, I appreciate the offer. Ooh, and a whip. They're giving you a lot of weapons early on, so this is probably going to be, like, better range and faster. But it doesn't have that arc to it. This might be better for more just, like, familiarity with how Castlevania games generally tend to work. But on the other hand, the arc of that sword is quite nice. I'm actually going to go down here. Because to the right seems like the way to go. Although maybe this could also be the way to go as well. Oh my god, 3D. Are you Peeping Eye? You are! Peeping Eye in 3 dimensions. That doesn't clash at all. This might actually be a way to go too. It's weird to see, like, Castlevania games with a more contemporary setting as well. I know that Aria of Sorrow takes place in the future. It takes place in 2035, but even so, like, you spend all of your time in Dracula's castle, so it's not, like, contemporary looking. Okay. You stay there. And I send you on an adventure? Or maybe I don't? No, I think I do. I think... Actually, it might be a case of I need... Okay. You stay here. There we go. I just had to switch quickly. Charlotte is struggling to keep up. And that broke through all of that. Got Jonathan out of the way. And a cube. Call partner to use their skill or magic with R. Ah, okay. Can I hold it down for, like, charged raging fire? No, I can't. Interesting. Okay, so you got, like, a tag attack now. You've got, like, your Marvel vs. Capcom assists. Well, we did some damage at least. Okay, so Charlotte not nearly as good with, like, stabbing damage. Let's switch back to Jonathan for this. Jonathan stabs real good. He can stab with a whip. That's another save point. I don't know how long I want these episodes to go, but I feel like I want to get to a boss at least? I don't know, that just feels like something I want to do, but oh, no, I can. Okay, that was a foreground object. Let's go over here and see if there's any bosses waiting for us. I'm going to assume that strength is still, like, affecting our attack damage and maybe the damage of our sub-weapons. Constitution is still defense. Intelligence might be MP regen in this game. There we go. Now we can actually deal more than 1 damage to those death masks. Mini Devil. Hoppeland. Alright. Your mother would be ashamed. Alright, that increases our defense by a little bit. Still don't actually see, like, the equipment changes. It's not like it is in... Oh, hang on. This looks like a chair. Can I sit in the chair? I can't. I can flip my hair, though. It looks majestic. But I can't sit in chairs. This is a no-chair zone for the Castlevania series. Here we go. Thank you. Now you must die. I do love that they have just voice acting for him. Just, I love you. I love you, Dr. Zaius. Alright, we can ignore that mini devil for now. Although we've just called upon his brother, so maybe not. Nope, you burn. And you, I don't even know what to do with you. You're in 3D. I've never dealt with a 3rd dimension before. Castlevania's leap to 3D was incredibly disappointing. Moment of truth. Okay, so you are a warp room. You're just a warp room between... Okay, that makes a lot more sense as to why they gave us, like, warp rooms pretty much immediately. Because I guess they want to get rid of some of the backtracking. Backtracking is kind of a common complaint about the Castlevania games, or at least the Ega ones. This feels like we're coming up to a boss fight. Giving us a save room, but they might just be giving us a save room for the sake of giving us a save room. I honestly can't tell. Oh, nope, yeah, that definitely looks like a boss door. Are these tiny devils still around? They are. Alright, I'll ignore them. Alright. It's a head. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is this the headhunter? No, it's a Dullahan. It's a Dullahan whose head is floating around where the armor actually is. So... Ah, I see. Okay, so the armor is what's vulnerable. And I guess I had some iframes through that. You are dealing a lot of damage, sir. That's a sick fucking game over screen, though. Look at how happy that snake was. Oh, there's my bicycle, that's right. I see. So this game definitely is harder than Aria is if the first boss is already causing problems. And again, Aria isn't particularly a difficult game, at least up until late game. If I can get you to come down so I can stab you with my whip, because that's what whips do, they stab. Alright. Let's get another try against you. Big ol' armory boy. You're dealing a lot of damage. And I'm really bad at avoiding a lot of damage. Alright, we're gonna have to learn how this game is played, I guess. I thought I knew, but I guess I don't know. Oop. Jumped into that. What are your tells? That's not your tell. But you are stuck in the ground, and I can do this. Did I ever get an item? I did. I'll use a potion. Okay. So these are homing shots. Oh my god, you've got like fucking Danmaku patterns. What the hell is going on here? Oh my gosh. Alright, we know now what this boy is capable of doing. So he's gonna go into homing shot mode here. Probably best is to switch to Jonathan just so we have the defense going. Let's use an item. And can we hang out here? We can, okay. So we've got a bit of a pattern for him locked down, but that still does crazy damage. For a boss this early on, this seems like tough. And I know Castlevania isn't exactly a game known for being easy, but like, even the first boss of Circle of the Moon seemed, like, easier than this. That's significantly harder than, first boss of Arya, that's for sure. Oh, you can destroy those projectiles! I need to use an item here again. Okay, that makes it a lot easier to do things, actually. There we go. That took an embarrassingly long number of tries. Long number of tries? High number of tries, but we got him. And I guess that's going to set the stage for how hard this game's going to be in comparison. Phew, that monster just now seemed to be the core of the magic energy. Meaning Bronner can't use the castle's power now. No, not quite. His control of the castle's power has decreased a bit, but... Decreased a bit? I think there's something else. My, oh my. I knew I smelled something. Seems like some maggots got inside. Huh. A vampire! My, such attitude. You dare disrespect somebody of my caliber? I am a lady. Lady Loretta. You probably think your little victory has weakened us a bit. However, I do have some tragic news for you. This wasn't the only one of Father's paintings. I know that. I can obviously tell by sensing the movement of the magical energy. What an amusing sight. A child who fancies herself an adult. Let's take her, Charlotte. Right with you. The whip! Jonathan, what are you doing? Unfortunately, I have strict orders from Father not to fight you. Now if you'll excuse me. Why did you stop attacking? It was like some strange power was... Oh, never mind. I'm sure it was nothing. Probably just imagined it. Sorry. Oh well. Like that vampire said, I sense other paintings. I can't pinpoint their exact location, though. We'll just have to find them. Let's head back to the castle. Phew, boy, if that's how difficult this game is going to be first. Going in blind was a great idea, isn't it? Spring off partner's shoulders to jump again in midair. How do I do that? How do I do that? Skills... Probably wouldn't be under that. Items... No, not like that. Relics? Yeah, it's on relics. Should spring off partner's shoulders to jump again in midair. Do I have to have my partner out? Got my partner out. How do? It must be like an in specific places thing, I guess. I've tried everything. Ah, okay, so it is an in specific places thing and it requires timing. I see. So it lets us jump higher, but we need to precisely time it. Probably going to be very useful for exploring. Thick glasses! Item that can be equipped to... Well, both of them, actually, probably. Increases intelligence, decreases defense. And that's just a... Well, not a straight upgrade for you. It decreases your mind by a little bit, but increases your intelligence by a bit. Can't do much there, because we don't have the ability to get through that gap. Enemies already feel like they're a lot more annoying than they are in Aria, that's for sure. And some of the enemies in Aria are very annoying. Come on. Jonathan, you're taking a little bit too much damage here. A few too many just small hits. You just jump off your partner's head, though. I'm gonna kill axe armors in 2 hits now. Here it looks like there's something more. Or maybe with Jonathan it could be something Morris? There's also something down here too. You know, I think I'm good. Well, no, we can take these guys. In a fight. There we go. You do definitely seem like a glass cannon in this game. Like, you can dole out a lot of damage if your timing is right, if your aim is true. Axe. That's probably a Jonathan weapon. Heavy single-edged axe. Better than our whip by a significant amount for damage. Oh, but that is slow as fuck. That is super duper slow. That is so slow, even I seem fast in comparison. Go. Oop. Hang on. Let's catch up here. Moonwalkers. Boots that enhance the ability to dash backwards. But you don't actually get the ability to moonwalk. Unless... I need to find flat ground in order to do this. No, no, you can't moonwalk. Yeah, what a shame. Well, this thing does good damage, but the lack of speed is a little bit concerning. And I guess it doesn't matter when we can just chunk everything before it can hit us. Actually, okay, so you can still do the backdash canceling. So that's going to be incredibly useful for us. I was gonna go until I found a save point, but I haven't found one yet. Long sword, I'll check what that does in a bit. But I need to get rid of some of these devils first. Oop, it's not where I meant to drop. But it is where we dropped. Where are we dropping, boys? Velvet Ribbon. Alright, let's probably equip the longsword for you. So that's not going to be as powerful, but it is probably going to be like long range slash. Not that long, honestly. That seems like a medium sword to me. I might actually stick with the axe. As for you... There we go. Mind drops, defense increases. Only got a cape, too. Let's equip the cape. This might get us out of here. It does. And hey, push cube. While pushing an object, call up your partner to help you push. Seems pretty self-explanatory. Oh, and that is just a way over here. Alright. Raging fire kills you in one shot, and I'm curious about what's down here. It's the big problem with a lot of these Metroidvania games. You kind of get that sort of piece of candy treatment. Gale Force. Tear through enemies with raging winds. Interesting. How do I choose my spell now? Because you should be able to change your spell. Equip, Tome of Arms. Oh, there it is, duh. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Gale Force. Ah, I see. Should remember what some of these do, because they were in Vampire Survivors. I do love the Ode to Castlevania. Oh, Warp Room, okay. Let's warp over to where the save point was, and I'll end this episode off here. So this went quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to, but yeah, dying to that boss a bunch of times and then getting lost in the city definitely didn't help matters. But regardless, that's an episode of Castlevania Portrait of Ruin Down. I was about to call it Aria of Sorrow and then Dawn of Sorrow. Oh god. That's an episode of Portrait of Ruin Blind done down. Honestly, I am fine to continue this. But I was not prepared for this game being a big difficulty spike, so... Oh boy, this is probably going to punish me a lot for my bad habits. But hey, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you liked what you saw, then, I mean, there's the buttons and the YouTuber spiel and all that cool stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye.